Whether you're abstaining from alcohol or just looking for a tasty non-alcoholic option, the world of mocktails is vast and full of possibilities. So where do you start? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you my simple 3-step process to creating your very own mocktail recipes. What's up guys, Sam James, Barprints.com. If you're new to the channel and a lover of all things cocktail, I'm going to ask you to hit the subscribe button right down here and click the notification bell to make sure you never miss a new video whenever they come out. Only takes 2 seconds and it's one of the best ways that I can help you cocktail greater. Now, like I said, there could be any number of reasons why you are choosing to pass on the booze for your drink of choice, regardless of whatever the occasion is. And if you're looking for some additional mocktail ideas after you're done watching this video, I put links in the description below for some mocktail recipes that I've created myself that have always put a smile on my guests' faces, as well as links for video tutorials of some of the techniques that I'm going to be mentioning in a few of these steps. Now, the first thing you should do when you're trying to brainstorm ideas for your mocktail recipe is think about the flavors and ingredients that you enjoy yourself. Then focus on one flavor that you'd like to make the base of your drink, and then think about how the rest of the ingredients that you come up with can complement that flavor. For example, do you like tropical fruit? Do you want your mocktail to have a mango, a pineapple, a banana, a coconut flavor to it? Do you like citrus fruits? Do you want to go heavy on the lime, the lemon, the orange, maybe a combination of all the above depending on how you mix it? Whatever you decide to come up with, it's important to experiment with different fruits, juices, syrups, different flavor combinations until you find the one that works best for you. Next step, and probably the most important one, don't be afraid to be creative, think outside the box, and ultimately try something new. Adding different ingredients that you may not have thought of originally for a drink, like herbs, spices, even nuts, for example, is a great way to help take your mocktails to the next level. For example, using herbs like mint or cilantro or basil can put a really refreshing twist on a mocktail, whereas using nuts like cashews or peanuts can give a nice, interesting flavor component to them. Pro tip, when you're serving your mocktail, it's important for you to remember that just because there's no alcohol in it, it does not mean that the mocktail should be boring. What I mean by that is it's important to still garnish and decorate it, and you can use some of these ingredients, be it the herbs, the fruits, things like that, and really embellish the overall presentation of the cocktail. Using fruit slices that go into the recipe, edible flowers, things like that, really go a long way in making the cocktail more visually appealing and by extension, make the entire drinking experience more enjoyable. Next step, when creating a mocktail recipe or any cocktail recipe for that matter, it's important that you think like a chef. And what I mean by that is, think about what techniques you're going to use to bring out the best in each individual ingredient so that those ingredients shine in your drink. For example, are you creating a syrup with one of the fruits that you're using, an orgeat with the nuts that you might be using? Are you going to take the juices and infuse them with a particular spice or a herb? Like maybe infusing some watermelon juice with some basil, for example? Are you creating an air, a smoke, a fat wash, or a foam with any of the ingredients to further complement the other flavors in the drink? What kind of texture do you want the drink to have? Do you want it to have a smoothie-like consistency, or do you want it to be something that's more carbonated and refreshing? How are you going to achieve that desired texture? Are you going to use ingredients like ice creams or yogurts? Are you going to use egg whites, for example? Do you just do it with ice, depending if it's going to be cubed or crushed? These are a bunch of different things and different ways that you can play with the consistency, and a combination of using all these different techniques will go a long way in your overall drink presentation and setting apart your mocktail recipe from just something simple like, I don't know, mixing water and a flavored syrup. Another thing for you to consider when you're making a good mocktail recipe is to make sure that the mocktail is not overly sweet. A lot of mocktails have a tendency to be on the sweeter side sometimes because they're often made with different syrups or fruit juices and things like that. One thing that you could do to make sure that yours is a little bit more well balanced is to create it using unsweetened juices, and instead of using your standard simple syrup or something like that, forego that for something like a honey syrup or maybe an agave syrup, which will add some sweetness to your cocktail as well as a little bit of complexity in the flavor without making the overall drink too sweet or basically a sugary sweet mess. Keep these three things in mind and you'll be on your way to creating your own delicious and unique mocktail recipes, or any cocktail recipe for that matter, in no time. Now, if you're looking for programs and tools to help take your cocktail skills to the next level, go ahead and head over to barprints.com and check out what we have over there. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends. It only takes a second, helps the channel out way more than you know. And finally, for more cool recipes and techniques, you can check out these videos right here. Thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.